Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Today I am going to be installing, sort of showing you how to install and doing a little review of my new lights. These little LED babies, aux beam. It was a deal somewhere and I looked at it and it looked pretty good, so yeah. So, first thing I'm going to do, I already have one installed in the driver side headlight and I have the stock one installed on the passenger. So I'm going to turn out the lights in the garage and I'm going to show you the difference and then we'll get into install, and it's pretty damn easy, so let's get to it. Alright, so now we are in the shop and like I said, on the driver side is the LED and on the passenger is the stock halogen, and holy difference. So these lights are 4,000 lumens a piece apparently. The stock ones, I believe they're 1,200, so that's a big difference right there. Right there. The only thing I'm gonna have to worry about is heat, so I'll do a test on that later, but that is a big difference. Alright, so that is a huge difference. Now, in order to get these suckers out, you have to literally take a lot of stuff out because there is no room. Like, just take in consideration the air box is usually right here. There's no room to get back there, and unless you have like really small arms, you're not getting in there either. So the good times is you got to take your fascia off to get your headlights out. So in order to do that, you have your ram air right here, that's got to come off. Your air box has to come out, and then you can get your fascia off. And then for your headlights, it's easy. 1, 2 10mm bolts, a plug on the back, and that they come out. So I'm going to show you how to actually install them. And yeah, so okay, so here we are on the bench. So this is one of the bulbs. The other one's already installed, so I'm not going to show you this one. I'm going to show you how I installed this one because the other one's already in, and why show you twice. So it's pretty easy. It's got a little fan on the back. It's got some fins on it. It's got a simple plug. I did the fog lights too, and the fog lights are just a plug and play sort of thing. So they come with this bracket on the top. So this is 2 pieces. Let me get it, keeping it short here. This is 2 pieces. So the top one goes to the light, okay? And all it does is just comes on here. It's got a little nubbin on it. Yeah, right. Can you see it? Yeah, it's got 2 little wings on it, and this just comes in and just goes, clicks together. Simple. The bottom bracket, as you can tell in here, I don't know if you can catch this. Yeah, right there. As you see, there's 2 pieces. So this bottom bracket, which is right here, this came from the original halogen headlight. So the halogen headlight was wrapped in this, and then this clicked into the housing. So what I had to do, because these come together, number one, I had to, this bottom bracket had to be shaved a little bit. So I don't know if you can see. So let me get my little pointer out. And the camera shot, please. So right here, all the way around, I had to take a little grinder and chamfer it a little bit, just so the bracket from the original headlight goes far enough down that it locks to the other one. So then the only other thing I did was I took these 2 and I glued it together. All that Gorilla Glue. Gorilla Glue worked pretty good. I just trimmed it off after with all the squeeze out, and that's it. So now I have a bracket that is glued together, so old to new, that just clicks onto this, and now I can use this and just screw it into my headlight. Simple. Didn't take much modifying, but it worked pretty good. So the only other thing you got to do, you got to look for your positive negative, which is on this side. So you'll see a little minus and a little plus. Just line them up with what you got. Okay, plug it in right. Plug it in. Now the big pain in the butt part about all this, let me pan this out a little bit. Wrong way, wrong way. Okay, so the big pain in the butt about all this is trying to get this plug in here and tucked away so that way this can just go in and plug and you're done. So that's pretty much the biggest pain in the butt part besides taking off your fascia, is trying to get this plug to sit in here somewhere. So you got to kind of wiggle it around and try to find a spot. I did the other one, it took me a while, so I'm not going to save you the pain. I'll just skip to the final shot. Okay, so after that little hassle, it is kind of a pain in the butt to get this in here, but once you get it in there, I don't know if you can see it in there, it's way down there. The lighting's not very good for this. So you can see it's not going anywhere, and it'll fit with the cap, no problem. And there's enough airflow in here and with the cap that it'll work. So it's a pretty easy install for the most part. Getting this plug to sit in there, that's a little bit of a pain in the butt. But everything else, pretty simple. It's pretty plug and play. It's better than trying to find a place for the ballast for the HIDs. So I was looking between the HIDs and LEDs have come so far, and I found this kit from another YouTuber. I will try to link the link in the description, and I'll try to link for these too. These are F7s, or H7s, sorry, and the other ones are H11s. I thought it was the other way around. So these are the H7s, and the fog lights are H11s. And the fog lights are a literal plug and play. It's take out, put it in, and that's it. So we'll button this up like this. And yeah, these are stiff. And then you got a little itty bitty screw there to hold it in. So we'll do that, and then we'll start putting everything back together. Alright, so now we're to the point where we start installing everything. Now I'm not going to show you how to uninstall it, because that's just no fun. People like to see things put back together. So you got this plug right here. It's a pretty easy, idiot-proof plug. Plug it in, and then she just slides on. Couple clip, boom, boom. That goes on like that. Two 10mm bolts, bolt on the top. And just pull that on. And then we'll test the lights. So yeah, we're good. Both lights work. Doesn't feel like anything's loose. We're good. So on to putting everything back together. Alright, next step is to put this in. So there's your hair box. The stock one's going in for now. It's probably going to end up changing or something. And it comes with these two longer 10 mils. Put these babies in. That's put in. Then you got the top of the ear box. And that just fits in like this. There we go. And then you just clip it on. Clip. And then this is your ram air section right here. Oh, let me get this moved. Yeah, so this is your ram air section right here. That goes on after the fascia goes on. So, all right, before you actually put your fascia on, make sure you plug in your fog lights. And yes, my fog lights are changed over to LEDs. Get both of those suckers on, then you're good to go. Get to put this sucker on, like so. Okay, this one, this one. This. Come on, baby. Oh yeah, not good to do back flip, is it? There we go. Clip, clip, clip. Clip, clip. And that's not really that bad to put it on. Couple clips, and you're good to go. So all we got to do, there's a couple screws. So there's one on the side at the fenders. There's a couple underneath. They're probably push pins. Actually, everything else is push pins. There's 2 screws, and the rest of these, I'll show you. These stupid, they make it look like they're screws, but they're really gay. And that's what's, for the most part, holding your fascia on, except for clips. So yeah, that's pretty much it, other than the air dam. So let me get this done and I will go through the air dam. Alright, so this is the final piece. Well, this is actually usually the first piece you take off. So this is your ram air sort of deal. And it just goes onto this little thing. Line it up. That's what you need. And that's pretty much how the fascia comes on and off, to get your headlights, to get all that fun stuff. Alright, so this is my LED conversion. So I think it cost me 68 bucks shipped to the door, off Amazon, and everything's LED. So projector's LED except for the high beams. The high beams are still standard high beams. I almost rarely use them, and if these are well enough in the dark, like when I brought this car back from Ottawa, it was pretty dark. Okay, so there is my LEDs. It took me a while to do it. Hold on. Let's do this. There we go. It took me a while to do it, just because I had everything else going on. I had the carpet issue, the seats were in the house, like there was car parts all over the place. Now I have the car almost 100% put back together. Now I can start focusing on the other parts. So in essence, I have the transmission mount coming. I have a spoiler coming. It's a stock spoiler. There's nothing maybe big, but I like the stock look on that. What else do I? Oh, I also have some subframe rigid collars, and I'll go through that with you. Interior is back together, so anyone that's actually interested in what the carpet looks like. Carpet turned out pretty good. Came from Florida. The seats turned out pretty good after I cleaned them. The shifter is in. You can notice that it's quite a bit shorter, and I still have to detail in here a little bit more. So there is still more stuff coming. There's still definitely more stuff coming. I also have I have a couple other things coming down the loop. It's taking me time to get it going. So that's it. I will shoot links for the LEDs. I'm gonna try them. I'm gonna see if they overheat. That was one of the concerns, because sometimes the fan on the back decides to keel out. I haven't heard anything, but as far as the older ones, like, I don't know, a year old or something like that, these are supposed to be good for 10,000 hours. So we shall see. More light than what the stock ones had, that's for damn sure. So I'm excited about that. Get this car back on the road and motor along. So thanks for watching. Anybody have any questions? Stick them down in the bottom. And I'm gonna get back to work, because next is that pile of wood over there. Good times. So thanks for watching, and bye for now.